Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's great to be back.
My bouquet is not here.
Yeah, she
I would
cut
have
the
just,
bouquet.
sworn it like.
And yeah, you already. I'm sure you guys have heard the good news. I am now Mrs. A.
Is it Mrs. A or Mrs. A?
Mrs. A. I don't even know. But I'm Mrs. Ade, Great.
Congrats, my sister.
Thank you, my darling.
Congrats, my
How
sister.
far now? Thank you so much.
I is married life.
Married life is beautiful.
So if you want to advise couples out there, what's the secret to successful
That they should just keep on going. They should just trust the Lord and keep on going, because you never expect anything, but God just give it to you. So just keep on going.
That's my speech. That's your bouquet.
All right.
And many people thought my catching the bouquet was rigged.
And well, I don't.
And
I actually, honestly, it was not. I just threw it and she caught it, and
I was just positioning myself, like
this year another wedding is happening.
But like I have to be like, I have to do this. And we saw lots and lots of questions.
A lot of you guys
did ask questions on,
and we're asking us where we were and what was going on, why we have not been uploading.
Yep. And some people really also wanted a lot more information on our videos about Benny's wedding.
Yes.
We actually did kind of plan that we're going to include some of the planning process.
Yes,
on page. But that just did not happen.
I'm not sure. We were not able to pull that off. In subsequent uploads, I'm going to talk about how the planning process was. I'm going to start now though, because there were a lot of planning the planning actually was between myself, my mom, Bella, of course, and then we had a wedding coordinator. So there were a lot of things that we were able to achieve.
Everybody was involved.
Everybody, my family, my husband's family, everybody was actually involved, and it was really, it's actually really weird. When I said my husband, I'm like, really?
Like it. Let me not give you guys.
That's what she calls him. I don't like it.
Little secret.
But anyway, so excited, and I'm fine. I'm glad that I'm a married woman now.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Do you feel different though?
I'm definitely. In terms of our relationship, nothing has changed, because Bella still comes to my house like every other day. And we chat into the night sometimes. And
the weird thing is, like, I thought I would maybe talk about it a lot on social media. I don't know, like just weirdly, like how I was like, oh, don't share your business on social media and everything. But sometimes it's just like perhaps people need to know some things, right? And then people are asking, do you miss your sister?
Yeah, I think you got that a lot.
And I'm like, I don't want to tell anyone. I actually just got off the phone with her, or I just left her house or something. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just stay in suspense. Yeah. We have nothing changed about her. It's just, the only thing that changed is
we're not still in the same bed anymore. I'm like, miss that. No, I don't miss that. But truth be told, I think the idea of always, coming. I think the first few nights I would wake up. I'll wake up in the morning. I'm like, where's that Bella? And I'm like, oh no, it's not Bella. It's Mr. A. We did a lot of, and I'm going to say this as just for anyone who's getting, and we're going to try and do as much as we can to share a lot with you guys how the planning process was. One of the things that I'm thankful for, really, that helped us when we were planning was my mom wanted us to plan ahead of time. And when I say ahead of time, like way ahead of time. Like it was 7 months to do it. And my mom's saying, this is what we're going. We are going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm like, it's still 7 months, mother. Nobody does that.
The cake, I was in charge of the cake. Is that okay? And she loves cake. And I didn't take it, but she loves
cake. Love cake. Chocolate cake.
So the cake was booked
months before. We got the hall a year before. Like, we already agreed that this was what we wanted. We went to meet the whole management.
Who took you to the hall?
Well, Bella did. So much pride. No, you shouldn't.
Not happening.
I actually found my gown 7 months before. My mom was the one that made me even find that gown.
The gown part.
I thought it was my mom and I went back and forth on it. I was like, no, so it's still a long time.
Just talk about the gown for a quick minute. Like choosing the gown.
Yeah.
I remember when we walked in there, it was the whole say yes to the dress thing.
Yes. I used to say that. They'll tell you that when you see your gown, I'm like, I bet we should stop. We should stop whining us. But really, like, I tried. That was the first gown I tried.
That was the first and only gown.
No, there were 2 gowns. I tried one and I tried another one that was like peplum that had hands.
I didn't like that one.
When I tried the first gown, I was like, this is it. I'm not even going to pull this gown. Like,
and you were teary-eyed.
I was a bit emotional. Just not emotional. I was just teary-eyed, and it was like
same thing.
I was just little like this. But I felt like a princess when I wore it, and I was so convinced that was the gown. And immediately I tried it on. I tried the other one. I'm like, I'm going back to that one. And then I stayed. I was stuck to it. I was like, this is it. We had a project then when we had a project that
Can't say
I
so much
was
about it just yet.
yeah, but there was a project I was working on, and we had to go back to the store to also do something that had to do with
footage.
some footage with the wedding too, and they made me try different gowns. And you know the funny thing, I hear of
Still
how brides, try that
change
gown,
their
like, oh no,
minds.
I have a new gown I love and all of that. My mind was already made up, on my first and
That
eventual
one.
gown. I was just like, no, this has to be, and I was so
Well, so the
excited.
story was a bit different for me and my chief bridesmaid's gown. Why are you laughing?
Listen, the story was different. Did you have a choice?
A friend of mine.
Anyone who actually saw the pictures, tell me that Bella and all my lovely girls did not look beautiful. They looked really beautiful.
Just to add, it's important that you loop your family members in.
Yes.
Even if you have a coordinator or you have a planner or whatever, it's important that the people who mean a lot to you are involved in the planning process. My mom has been our costumier for
a
the
long
longest time. So it was easy for her to just help us decide
What
the
she
girls
thought
would
would
wear
go,
and the colors.
how the colors would
she
blend.
was the one who chose my mom
Practically went to buy it.
Personally went to buy the material
As in,
by herself.
and when she comes, she say, I know what I buy. Now goodbye. And even when she says it, you are sure that you know what she's saying is actually
regardless of how
true.
much she has said, should be given or whatever, what she's getting.
She did such a
is
fantastic
top
job.
notch. And even for the traditional or for the ashwebi,
Yes,
right,
the Ashwebi too was beautiful.
Bitches.
Shout out to you, mother. Shout out to you.
And it was super amazing. And for
Yes.
Mali's family as well, they came through.
Had such my
really
husband's
amazing.
family were also very supportive. The in-laws.
And
They were really supportive.
really amazing as well.
Yeah.
Wale himself also, it's I think for men it's important to understand a lot of these things. Many men don't understand the importance of not meddling.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, that thing, just of medal, yes.
I mean, it gave you the opportunity to just be creative. And
Yes, so in short, me, Bella and I, we went cake tasting. My
it
goodness.
was too much.
We enjoyed
Like,
ourselves. We went
and
cake
then
tasting.
I'm actually I'm with Benny.
We were busy. We have
wedding
runs.
stuff
We used to call it runs.
And
We had runs to do.
okay.
Remember when we went to the halls? We checked different halls before finally arrived at
checked
one,
different halls.
and it was fun. Really,
It
to
was
just
a lot
and it was just myself, Bella, and my mom. It was a lot of fun. I think another thing also is getting the invites early.
So
right?
important.
Very, very important.
You might need a good proofreader.
Like herself.
They'll make mistakes in the littlest
It was
things.
actually, I think that planning early enough made it a lot easier. You know, the proofread. I think we preferred you preferred twice. We made some corrections. She even had to go to their office. Shout out to the wedding store. They were very understanding.
I'm so this name is not like this. All right, so
My
how about you
goodness.
type it right on here?
Honeymoon, honeymoon. Now, thankfully, Bella did not follow me for the honeymoon.
How will I follow you? Why would I even go
Weird.
with you?
She didn't follow me for the honeymoon, but it was lovely. And the one thing I like to say, couples should consider when they're planning their honeymoon is their budget first, and then they can start searching for places that are within that budget. Budget is very important, and it's okay if you want to actually make all the inquiries by yourself, but I think it's also easier when you give the professionals, the opportunity to just do their job so that they can do it. Yes, they already have networks. They have agencies that they can reach out to, even in these countries that you might actually want to visit for your honeymoon. Our honeymoon was beautiful. There are no words at all. It was beautiful.
You shared on Instagram.
I shared some with you guys, with my followers on Instagram. Bella was checking all the daily updates. But shout out to DMP Travels. They did a fantastic job. After the honeymoon, you can always go to other places on vacations. So yeah, but Dubai was an amazing choice, and I had such an amazing time, and I felt like it was so short. By the time we come back, I was like, no, don't do this. So if you have someone that is willing to be adventurous, then it's worth it. That's the whole essence of traveling.
Don't travel and stay in the
One
hotel.
place.
That defeats the purpose of the journey. When you were sending me pictures and everything, I'm like, awesome. I liked the pictures that I was seeing. I'm like, awesome. Because Benny can be like a couch potato.
No, there are times when I would just stay indoors and just watch movies and
Which is
take a
equally
lot of
really
food,
amazing. I
which is
love.
beautiful.
But I'm going to be traveling. Come on.
I think it's actually a lot more fun when you go out and see things,
Definitely. And that's
explore,
the
meet
essence
people.
anyway.
I even met this couple from Singapore and their 2 children, and they were so cute. And hearing their love story was just it was just amazing because
Did you share your own with them?
no, I will. Thankfully, I think
Nigerians
what made
like
I think
sharing our
do you know
stuff
what made
with
their own
people.
love story really cute? You know, she said over there they plan their weddings. The parents are the ones that the way Indians actually do these things.
Arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage. Sharp girl. She's sharp. But anyway, that's what they did, and she didn't know him, she didn't love him, but it was all arranged, and she didn't have any choice but to marry him. And they were, as at the time I met with her, their marriage was already 7 years old, and they had 2 kids, and they were really happy. And she said, well, she said that she's just one of the lucky ones, so hearing that story made me like, thank you, Jesus. My friend's not anything. I met the guy in my school, man. It was really good. It was really good. So that's really the essence of not staying indoors. I met them, and she even gave me her contact, how I could check her out on Facebook, and stuff like that, which is amazing.
I think
So
they're super excited about stuff like that.
yeah.
And I'm sure here in Nigeria, I'm looking at the bouquet every single day. I just trusted God. When things would,
Very soon, anyway.
But I cried at the wedding.
Which is another thing. Moments in the wedding that I'll never
moments
forget.
that I'll never forget. I cried. Daddy walking me down the aisle.
Yeah, my dad walking me down the aisle was such a big deal for me.
Every picture.
Bella was in every picture. I think somebody even said on Instagram that Bella was in every picture. That girl, I'm like, y'all don't even know her.
But I thought that was amazing. Momsy dancing in at the reception
was beautiful.
So
and then
cool.
myself, Bella, my brother, dancing together was beautiful.
Our previous
yes,
video.
Amazing.
It was amazing. As well. And
amazing.
then having friends from school, from Ron.
Yes.
Protush of COC.
Yeah, everybody
amazing.
put a shout out to them. Everybody did a fantastic
the
job.
caterer. And I think, that's very important, getting a good caterer.
Yes.
This caterer is like a family member of ours, but her professionalism is here.
Yes, and
So
I also learned that it's okay to have 2 caterers.
Yeah.
I learned that. It's okay to, because we didn't want 2 caterers. We were like, no.
We're like, right? We by the time we got to the reception venue,
we had so many people.
Bouncer was trying to bounce me.
It was on.
Sister of the bride. Maid of honor. Wow. I'm like, don't you understand, right?
Bouncer was trying to bounce her.
I'm not even joking. You're trying to bounce me.
It was such.
I'm excited that there was.
It was unbelievable. Like, we saw the crowd, and we're like, so who are the people inside? And they're like,
there were lots of
people are already inside, and there's no seat for people outside. I'm like, okay, who are these people? Where did they come from? But funny enough, we had extra cash because we also had to book another hall.
When that money would come,
it's a day I'll never forget. I was very happy though. Johnny Trill sang me a special song for our first dance. Femi Layer actually played Ayo. I'm like, oh my god. DJ Sax did an amazing job. I was so excited. I was so excited. I danced though.
I danced as I was in church. You dance up. Me and my savior. After it was not about her anymore. It was just about like, Bella. Jesus, I have cut the bouquet. Let's do this.
Onto the next.
Like, God, this is not how that's my wedding day, but you get the drinks. So,
but it was such a beautiful
But it was
day.
such an amazing.
And this is
lots of people whom we didn't even expect
especially
to see
a special thank you to everybody who made that day a reality. A special thank you to Manny. Manny just made those fireworks come alive. It was beautiful.